Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Angry Cast and Fallout Shelter 2022. How y'all doing? I'm starting to feel like maybe this isn't working out. I don't know. I still see the views going right where they usually are about these types of videos, and granted, I'm not breaking any records with my views on any video I put up, but at least I could always count on Fallout Shelters being somewhere in the 18 to 20 range, which typical for me. Like I said, I'm not anybody, despite how many great comments y'all give me on that. But you know, the last video I put up that was called "You Don't Know What You Don't Know Until You Don't Know It," which was kind of like explaining a little bit about my job and me not knowing things and me trying to impart wisdom and me not being a good YouTuber and all that. I mean, I got a thumbs down on it, and I'm not gonna like complain that I got a thumbs down on it. I expect it. I mean, I understand what I am. I understand what I can't be. But it's still a little disheartening when you see that happen when you're trying your best to do something in a situation that's as bad as it is. And I understand. I think we're starting to recycle some of the quests because I'm just picking quests to get the content in, and I'm not actually doing anything. Now I know this particular set of quests might be me doing one of the synth out of the box, like the first sets of quests that you get. But I also want to let you know that I am working on something in the background, and that is someone on a previous video asked me about the time glitch. The time glitch, which I've never encountered before because I never knew I could do it. I wish I would have known this a long time ago, because I would have done it when I was back in the old days of playing on the emulator. But it may have been not something you could do on an Android, but it might be something you could do on PC. In short, the time glitch is when you use your computer's clock, date and time, to advance in-game events. Now, what does that mean? That means I set out people on a quest that takes 21 hours, and I don't want to use Nuka-Cola quantums to speed up that process. Like I said, I would have done it. I would have definitely done this a lot of times to get around this for recording purposes, but I never did until I was told about it, and then I did some research. And what actually happens is that you go into, you right-click on your date and time in the bottom corner of your screen, of your desktop, and it brings up the settings menu for it, and it says, I think you have it set automatically to change date and time automatically, and then you can turn that toggle off, and then has a button there for change date and time manually. And when you do that, it brings up like a little slider, like you're picking your age for security purposes on a website. But you can sit there and you can advance the thing. So let's say I have a 21-hour jog out to whatever quest that we're doing, and I advance my time manually on my computer to tomorrow, the next day, 24 hours later. While I still have Fallout Shelter open, mind you, not when it's closed. I mean, open up the window, click on the wasteland, and see your guys running towards, or girls, whoever, your dwellers running towards a quest, and then right-click on the clock while this is still going in the background, Fallout Shelter being open, and then you adjust this date and time manually by a day, and then all of a sudden your screen will then just go into the radioactive symbol loading animation, and then all of a sudden you'll show up at the location to do the quest. So I've effectively eliminated the need for Nuka-Cola quantums. Now, this is equal parts awesome as it is bad, because one, I've been telling you don't have to spend money, your real-world money, on in-game items, because if you just play the game, you can get all those things. And on the other end of it, it looks as if I could possibly have been, this entire time, saving all those Nuka-Cola quantums by using this glitch, and therefore maybe I look suspect that I have 234 Nuka-Cola quantums on one vault or whatever, because I've been doing this in the background and you just don't know it because I cleverly edit the videos. Well, I'm not, obviously. We know that I'm not because I don't have that many Nuka-Cola Quantums now, and we go do a quest, you've seen me use them. And quite honestly, until I was told about it in a comment, I never even knew this glitch existed. That's all prologue to this. I would like to break the game so that I can fix the game and show you how to do that, because I feel, based on that last comment, like that last thumbs down I got on that video, that I don't do enough to show you some things that are important. So I'm going to, get the information on how to fix it, and I'm going to try to break one of my other vaults and then try to fix it. If I can do that, I will show the process. If not, I will just explain the process, and I will put the instructions into the description on how to do it. But it's basically what actually happens is that when you continually use this method to speed up in-game events, to bypass using Nuka-Cola Quantums, to collect your resources or finish crafting faster or your training faster, you potentially cause the game to glitch out where you won't be able to collect anything from any resources. You won't be able to do other things. You won't be able to get things to happen. You will effectively broke your game. In fact, no other encounters will happen in the game, which might not be a bad thing, but no other encounters will happen in the game except, I think, for maybe death claws. I think I read somewhere on Reddit. So it has the potential for causing you a big problem, but it's easily remedied. Now, again, I am going to try to break my game in order to show how to fix it. And as a footnote to that, you do understand that I do back up my saves every time I play because of certain factors that I want to make sure. One, we're switching over to Steam. I don't know when that's supposed to happen. I thought it was supposed to happen. April's almost over. Two, because we are, usually doing testing and stuff like that, and I'm trying to do things to show you guys stuff, I want to keep backups so that I can go back and grab something if I see it, and then redo it to show you, like we did with the quests that you find within a quest. So I would always recommend backing up your saves, and I've shown you how to do that before, on how to back them up and put them into another folder so you can just drop them back into your My Games folder on PC if you want to continue to play from a saved point. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to back up and have that at a point where I can fiddle fart around with the game itself, break my vault, and then go back and fix it with an earlier save. That's for me. But I also still want to fix the issue itself in the game to show you how to do it. And I believe all it does is setting your clock, instead of going forward, I think it has to do with setting your clock backwards while in the game. But again, I will get all that information and we will add it here. So let me pause and go check that out for you. Okay, I think I've got the information in front of me to do this. So, since you are already glitched out, we need to fix it. First of all, you need to open the date and time without closing out of Fallout Shelter. Then, if you can turn the auto date and time off if it is already on. If you've been already screwing around with it and you haven't reset your clock yet, make sure that you have it to manually change your time. Now, set the date on your clock back to a week before the current day. Like 7 days. All right? And then without closing Fallout Shelter, go back into the date and time and turn your auto time zone on, and then load back in and everything should be fixed. Now, this was confirmed for Android and iOS. I'm not sure about PC. I think, though, on PC, if you go back into a week and then load in your game and it says everything should be fixed, you may have to wait a week's time. You may have to take a week off from playing in order to get everything caught up. There might be some things that have to catch up. Again, until I can confirm that this is what happens and I break the game in order for me to fix the issue, I can't confirm that this is what happens. But at least the information's here. Now, it's readily available on Google. I mean, I found it on Google. It has to do, and I'll show you the steps on how you do the change the time setting stuff if I can, for the purposes of showing you if you don't know how to do it. That's fairly simple to do. It's fairly simple on a PC. As far as a phone or a mobile device, I'm not sure. I don't play Fallout Shelter Sorry if I brought the thing too far away from my face. I don't play Fallout Shelter on a mobile device anymore because I don't have the time. One, like, I haven't played it since oh my gosh, it's been like 2015, 2016. I think I stopped playing once I got the okay on PC. I stopped playing on my phone for the simple fact that I had already had. It was before Quests came out. Basically, the game was already glitching out on my phone because my phone was already too old to support it. I kept getting. I only had a little bit of time to play it as it was, and when I would go to do something, it would just crash the game anyway, so I'd stop playing it there. I was doing it on the emulator, BlueStacks, in order to record to show you until PC came out, and then we started over fresh and did a whole new series with PC play, doing regular and survival, and then here we are today in 2022 still playing. God knows why. You guys like the video, so I'll keep playing it. But so that's basically the end of it. Now, this is going to be a shorter video, of course, like 10 to 12 minutes. I will, put in some of the information. Hopefully I can gauge the gameplay and stuff to show you how to do it, and then show you how to do the fix. Hopefully the words may not match up to the video that great because I'm recording video after I record audio, but I will do my damnedest. I'm running thin on available clips for me to put audio to. I have a couple more audio clips from me recording in the car. I'm trying to think of things that'll like last a 20-minute drive from me going to work. I've got a few things in my brain, but who knows? It's a very scary place. As it is, I got like about 2 hours of sleep the other night, and my brain broke hard yesterday. Megan was nice enough to camp out on the couch and just deal with the dog having to be like, can't do anything for her. She can't pick her up and move her, can't take her outside, and she would come get me if she needed something. So I got about a good 7 hours worth of sleep. So I'm a little bit in better shape than I was before. I'm still tired, but we got 2 more weeks at least of this. So, and that's not counting whether the fact that she has to go through do PT or anything like that on her arm. I've never broken a bone. I don't know how this works. They didn't seem to think that PT was going to be necessary. I don't know. She doesn't have any dexterity in her left hand. She is a hard right. No, she's a very dominant right-handed dominant person. So she has not a lot of dexterity in her left hand, which is why I'm closing and opening things for her, helping her, get dressed and undressed in some fashion, and taking the dog out as much as I am. So that's neither here nor there. You already know this. We've talked about it before. I'm going to get out of your hair. So there we are. About 13-minute video. Not too bad. So hopefully I'll get all that out for you. We'll keep playing. We'll see you next time. Please keep coming back. Tell me what you think. If you got any other things you want to see me try, and let me put this out there for you. Now that I have the time glitch, I know how to do it. We could do some fun things just to see what would happen. We could do a what-if series of what would happen if I let Deathclaws just run through. What would happen if I ejected everybody from the vault except for one person and let a disaster happen, and see what happens. Like, what could possibly go wrong? What happens if we kill all of our dwellers? Do more just show up out of nowhere? Can you like lose the game? These are questions I've always had. Maybe we can start to get there because we've already got 999,000 caps, and we know we can get all of our peeps trained up, and we're going to end up with 200 dwellers if we keep doing what we're doing. So beyond that, if you want to keep the series going, maybe we start thinking about those things. Just food for thought there. So that's it for tonight. We'll see you next time. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. Hydrate, y'all. Hydrate. And take care of the planet. Because without it, we got nothing left. There's no vaults for us to go hide in. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.